Hey guys, this is Jenn and Julien. You're listening to X Appeal, episode 27.
Are you an American citizen yet?
No, actually, my appointment is January 7th to become an American citizen with an American passport.
Are you ready?
I did do half of what needs to be done to be an American. I bought a gun.
Okay.
Yeah, so I would consider myself fairly American.
That's the obvious choice.
And then January 7th, I will get my passport, and then I will go buy some Budweiser, and I will be
fully. And then right, and then go get yourself some hypertension because that's
diabetes or hypertension.
Diabetes, yeah.
Horse, huh? Diabetes,
yeah.
Yeah, diabetes.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. So,
well, I'm excited for you.
I know. I'm learning my civic.
Welcome to America, Julien. Welcome to America.
I'm learning my questions, my civic duty questions.
So I think that maybe next week I'll give you a pop quiz.
Okay. Well, listen, I have 100 questions to learn.
Okay.
And I have learned already 45. But what's funny is actually I found a little crash course on YouTube about like the American government and how everything is set up. And like, because I knew a little bit, I knew about separation of powers and all that stuff. But I always had like, I never really knew, like, I was like, when they talked about Congress, what does that mean? And then thanks to that video, by the way, it was literally a video for 6 years old. It was like an actual for kids. It was like Congress for kids. And the dude who was narrating, he was speaking like that.
It's like,
I swear, I have to say it to you. He goes like, "Did you know that Congress is actually a word for separating?" He said like, "Oh, did you know that Congress means Senate and House of Representative?"
So Pinocchio is teaching you how to be an American.
Yeah. Wait, which one has a very like, hey, Mickey Mouse too.
Mickey Mouse.
Yeah. So I'm being told by Mickey Mouse, but I listened to that 10-minute video and that already gave me the answer to like 9 questions. And I was just like, oh shit.
Wow.
Because it was well explained. Obviously, it was for kids. So I understood everything. And then I was like, oh, I don't have to actually memorize anything. I understood how it worked. So it was so easy.
I think this is fantastic.
Yeah.
It's like that, like I'm a Bill on Capitol Hill, you know? Like that song and dance. It was you're not familiar because you didn't grow up here.
Yeah.
Wow. I think was it Reading Rainbow or what was it? It's like a cartoon that educates you.
Oh, okay.
Capitol Hill, and then everything rhymes. And it's supposed to be catchy and
to help you.
Really, I retained everything that I learned from that show.
Really, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I really need a vacation. I'm so proud.
Yeah, I know. No shit. Me too. Oh my God.
Never.
I need to be in the ocean.
Oh my God, the ocean would be amazing right now. I've looked at tickets. It's so expensive. It's so
yeah, because it's the holidays. Holidays and everything's more expensive and everybody's price gouging.
I know. It's not about like I could if I wanted. I just don't want to spend $2,500 to go 4 days somewhere. Like
no, it's my least favorite time of the year.
I hate it.
Mm-hmm. So you hate it too. Okay.
Yeah, I hate vacation. It's like, I hate these things. Oh, you're not going home, right?
No.
They coming here? Well, your parents were just here.
My parents were just here. Yeah. So I had my fill of my parents. But you're going to get. So Jared's parents are going to be.
I was going to say, you're going to be in that situation now where it's like, who are we doing Christmas with? Your parents or my parents?
I can't even think about any of that shit because, I have a 1-month-old. So I can't, he's not even allowed to be around
anybody.
Many people, by the way, until he's 2 months old.
Yeah, of course I know.
The immune system is a piece of shit right now.
Yeah.
So
my baby's immune system is a piece of shit right now. That's a great quote.
Yeah, his immune system is shot. Like he doesn't have one yet.
He doesn't have fucking useless baby. Doesn't even have a system. He can't speak.
They are pretty useless. They really are pretty useless in the first few weeks, few months.
I babysitted a baby cat, and that was already a lot for me for 10 days.
How's that going, by the way? You still have him? No.
No. I gave her back.
Okay, because she was showering.
Shower. Yeah, she took me in my shower. Yeah.
Yeah,
I like that.
That's not normal though for a cat. Cats take water.
I don't know. I had a few people DM me And the people that DM you about the cat is like, oh my god, I had a black cat too, and he would always come in the water. So maybe it's a black cat thing.
I think the cat might have some issues.
I don't know. I mean, it was sweet when she was coming in the shower, but then she would just bite me. So
yeah, exactly. Your cat has issues. And I'm gonna say your cat because you never know. I feel like
my couch, my nice restoration hardware couch, kind of suffered a little bit from the claws.
It is my least favorite time of the year, the holidays. For a few different reasons. I'm like one of those people who think it is too commercialized. There's a lot of pressure that's put on people. There's a lot of pressure that's put on, couples, family to get the exact perfect gift and to put all this thought into it. And sometimes, you're busy and you don't have time to think, intently like that. I don't know. I think the holidays, it's good in theory, but poor in execution.
Yeah, I hate when people they'll ask me, like, "Are you going home for the holidays?" And I'm like,
I know. And then if you can't go home,
they're like, "Oh,
yeah, exactly. You feel like an orphan.
I don't care."
And then everyone's pitying you. Yeah, and they give you like the pity offer. Why don't you come over to my house?
No,
they're doing this because they feel sorry for you.
Yeah. What about you? So I know my friends that are like married or like in a long-term relationship with kids. It's always a struggle because there's the Thanksgiving holiday and then there's a Christmas holiday.
Yeah.
Like, how do you think you and Jared are going to do it? Because my friend, for example, he always do Thanksgiving with her family and they always do Christmas with his family.
Okay, well, I think that makes sense, and I think you should switch off every year if that's what you're going to be doing. You know what I mean? Like, so some years you have Christmas with his family, then some years you have Christmas with your family. But for us, I mean, because my parents live in Ohio and we live in California, I think his parents are going to come in for Christmas, and if mine happen to come in one year for Christmas, then we'll all celebrate.
You all celebrate together.
I can't see his family not coming in. For Christmas any year. So I feel like it's going to be a big celebration. And honestly, like his parents have yet to meet my parents. Oh, so like it just hasn't like lined up. So that needs to happen. I want the grandparents to meet each other. So what do you think is best? What are you going to do with your girl?
Well, I'm not going home.
This is your first year together, first Christmas together, right?
Yeah. No, actually, hold on. No. We had a Christmas last year, but it was fairly new.
Yeah.
I don't like this, but it's people are listening. I'm trying to arrange my hat. Here's the thing. I could not care less. I could not care less about
celebrating.
Yeah. I think, it's even my parents. I talked to my dad and my mom. He was like, yeah, I don't know if I should come. My dad was like straight up like, oh my God, don't come. I was like, really? He's like, yeah. He's like, it's cold. We're going to be there. My girlfriend's there. My dad's girlfriend. He knows I'm not a big fan of her. He's like, there's no point. Just like come whenever. Like a little
podcast.
Yeah. He's just like, come to, he's like, it's better you come like in March or something. You take a full week. We hang out. We do something. I'd rather we meet somewhere.
Yeah. I'm glad that your dad's cool about that.
Yeah, because same. My mom's the same, and I think I don't care. Like literally the 24th, I spent when I was waiting for my green card. I wasn't allowed to leave the country, and I've spent a Christmas at my house alone.
Okay,
it was great. It was literally a regular Thursday.
I've done that before with Thanksgiving. Like because I used to work in news, and we used to always, and November is a sweeps month, like a ratings period month. So I worked at a few stations where like you would have to work on Thanksgiving, and they would bring in like the food and everything for the staff and the crew. So I would never feel alone. And even if I were alone, I don't give a shit. I really don't. Yeah. Like it's an eating holiday. Like it's fine. It's one day out of your life. So anybody who's listening to this, and if you might be, maybe alone for the holidays, don't feel bad. It's literally one day.
Yeah, but I guess I think it's so like
that everybody makes you feel bad for if you don't have family that's like local,
Yeah.
I think it's kind of terrible like that because, or if you have to work, there's a lot of people who have to work on Thanksgiving, on Christmas.
Yeah, I know. But then, for example, I'm working for New Year's. and I've
Okay.
always
Yeah.
worked New Year's in the last
Yeah. Because you work in the
more nightlife.
life.
And
Yeah.
a lot of times I hear like, "Oh my God, you working?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I love it."
Yeah.
Because
You're
every
making
time
money.
New Year's is always a big expectation. You have to do, oh my God, what are we going to do for New Year's? Blah, blah. And again, I've had good New Year's where I was like there's one New Year where I was in France and then my boys and I from childhood, we all went to Barcelona. And that
Hmm.
was cool. It was cool.
Yeah.
The whole trip was cool. And then but then the New Year's night itself, we're in a bar. Everybody was crowded. It was just a nightmare. But the experience, cool. But then what I like is I'm like, okay, I'm starting the New Year sober because I'm working.
Yeah.
Usually, think I'm making money. So,
Messes, right? I bet
um,
you see some messes
oh
up in the club.
yeah, yeah. And then I'm starting. So my New Year's are like this. I go into, for example, this year in 2022 with a bit of money because I'm making money because I'm working. And then at the end of the night, I have a glass of champagne, usually like good champagne. I'm not gonna grab some shit, and that's
Right?
it. And then next morning, I woke up. I had a good glass of champagne. I made some money. I'm not hungover on the first, and I can just go work out. To me, that's the best
Exactly.
way for me to actually start my New Year.
Right. And on Thanksgiving, like I'm not going to load myself up with carbs and calories. Like I'll just eat whatever I want to eat. But I'm not going to force. I'm not going to force stuffing and fucking down my throat just
Yeah.
because. Just
No,
because.
sure.
No.
Actually, so my girls, when I went to her Thanksgiving, and it was great because they're also they're not like fully American, and we didn't have any. It was like all the food they made was just
All
like
the traditional foods they
no,
were.
it wasn't. It wasn't. It was like there was a bit of beef, a bit of chicken, some salad, some like rice, and it was
It's
super
like a big
super
meal.
light. Yeah, it was just great, and I was like, oh
Right.
man, I love this. This was
Yeah.
awesome.
I mean, not that I'm not knocking Thanksgiving dinner because I think it's dope and I wish, it could happen every day of my life. But I'm not going to feel bad for the wasted calories if I don't have a place to go.
Yeah.
New Year's is a different animal entirely. I want to do a separate podcast on New Year's because I feel like
Really?
people get in their own head so
Do you
hard.
care?
Huh?
Do you care about New Year's? Like, do you have to be with your significant other,
Well,
or
I
you
would always
friends with you?
request that holiday off. So
Okay.
like that New Year's was my jam, but I've always had a terrible time on New Year's.
Yeah, I know.
Go in with good intentions, but I always wind up having a horrible time because I don't know, people get way too drunk and you say things that you don't mean or whatever. And then I feel like it's this time of, well, you're starting off a new year. What are your resolutions? You're doing this like, what do you call it? It's like am I leading myself down the right path? You have like an existential crisis every first of the year.
Yeah.
A lot of people do. Am I living my life the right way? Am I meeting all my goals? Am I doing the right thing? Am I going where I want to go? And so like that gets in your head, like
Yeah, sure.
in a big way. And sometimes, that can lead to some conflict on New Year's Eve. I've been a part of many fights on New Year's Eve.
Really?
Yes. I've had some horrible, and I'll tell all the stories in the podcast, but
Well, that's
horrible New Year's Eves.
Talk about it.
But Christmas, can we talk about gift giving for a second? So, okay, because I feel like there's a lot of pressure for couples who are at different stages of their relationship to get each other gifts. Who do you think is harder to shop for, men or women?
My dad. That's it.
So your dad is the toughest person to shop for. Why?
Yeah.
Because he has everything already?
Yeah. And then you buy it and he never uses it.
Yeah.
I bought him
Parents.
there's something. I remember one time I bought him some like common project shoes. Cause I'm like, fuck, what the fuck am I gonna get him? And these like cool, fashionable dress up sneakers. They're like $500. And I love these shoes. And I bought him. And then they were like a nice blue. And he didn't wear them for about 1.5 years, 2 years. And then one day he was like, oh, I'm gonna wear them. And I think that day he wore them, he had like 8 compliments throughout the day. I was like, oh man, your shoes are awesome. And then he only wore them at that.
Now, is that insulting to you that he didn't wear them for so long?
I'm used to it. I'm just like, God damn it, it's $500 I could spend on myself.
But also, next year you gotta
Also the worst because he's like, if there's something that I want, he's not gonna get it. Like for him, he doesn't want to ask what you want. All he's like, it's better if it's a gift. It's better if you don't know what to expect. I'm like, I'm not 4. I need this. I'd rather have something that I need.
Telling you that this
Another
is
sweater that you thought was cool. I don't need this sweater. I had 8.
I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love my parents. So like one year my my mom got me a bunch of like bath stuff, right? Like bath salts, and like this even in like a water, was it like a waterproof pillow or whatever, stuff to relax in the tub. Like she got me a wine glass holder for the tub.
So she thought you were in Sex in the City, basically.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I didn't have a bathtub. So I didn't know how to exactly tell her, but it was a bathtub centric holiday.
Nice.
So it was literally all the stuff that she got me was for the bathtub. It's fine, just like, and I tell my parents too, I'm like, give me a list, but they'll never do it because they're stubborn and they're like, no, you're not supposed to give us gifts. We're supposed to give you gifts. I'm like, I'm 37 years old. Yeah. I now have a child. I don't need anything in my life. I really don't. I swear.
I feel like you're the type to give, like, I feel like you're the type that does not care how much the gift costs. If you're about, someone you love, you could easily spend $1,000 on a gift, right?
It's a lot of money. Like if it's worth a lot, it makes me uncomfortable. I don't like getting expensive gifts.
No, but I feel like you don't care. Like, let's say Jared says, like, see something and it's like $1,000 and he's going to make him super happy. I feel like you drop the $1,000 right away.
Oh, you mean like to give?
Yeah.
Yeah. I would. Yeah. He would never ask, but I would.
No.
Yeah. I would. I think that men are very difficult to shop for, and they might be more difficult than women. If you want to put zero thought into a gift, just opt for like the cologne, a new wallet, right? Like a Kiehl's variety pack, or like a flask that looks like metal but it's actually plastic.
Don't give me I don't want to get cologne. I already have my cologne. I love it. I don't want, unless you want to give me an extra one, sure. But
yeah. Well, because I think that men, for the most part, are fairly low maintenance. You can correct me if I'm wrong. I'm sure there are some outliers. I know some outliers.
Yeah.
But so to me, that makes it more difficult to get them gifts. And then I rack my brain, like trying to, get something cute and unique and something that his ex-girlfriends have never thought to give him before.
Mm-hmm. No,
So
I agree.
a lot of stress.
So for me, Christmas, I mean, unless there's something very specific that I know my partner wants.
Yeah.
I tend to like little stuff, like a bunch of little stuff that I know.
Stocking stuffers?
Huh?
Like stocking stuffers?
No. Like a bunch of little inside joke kind of, but cool little gifts, right? I'd rather buy 5 little $100 gifts than one big like pair of shoes, for like $500. It's like expensive. I think I like doing these things like, oh, remember when we did this? Boom, that's the thing. Oh, I know last time you mentioned you like this rosé and you never had it. Boom, bottle of rosé. Like whatever, it's $25, but I'd rather a bunch of stuff. To me, that's more personal. But sometimes you kind of run out and you're just like, oh, okay, well, she liked this, so I'm gonna just go grab this. But I'll
tell you what you shouldn't do when it comes to getting a woman a gift.
Yeah.
Never get us clothing. Because you're not gonna win. If you get a size that's too small, we hate ourselves. If you get a size that's too big, then we hate you. Do you see how that works?
Really? Nah.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm really good with clothing, though.
If you go and get the size that if you like go, rogue and like start to look through her closet and figure out what brands she likes and what size she wears, then that's great. But don't guess. Don't ever guess. Because if you get it wrong, it's a big deal.
Oh, come on. It's not that
big deal. And you don't want to get the gift that we're going to read into either. So like, what's like a gift card to like a laser hair removal place or like a gym, like 3 free sessions with a personal trainer.
Or a bathtub thing. That means something, right? It means you need to take a shower, Jen.
Yeah. Hey,
you know what? I might get you a nail appointment so they can finally cut those claws.
My nails are fine.
No, just so they can cut the claws, just like a square only short nail appointment.
Listen, my nails aren't clawacious.
Yeah.
My
Yeah,
cuticles
I
are
respect that
disgusting.
though. Like a month in with a baby, you still did your nails. Nice.
I did. Well, only because I couldn't press the buttons on the car seat holder
Yeah.
to get him out of the car seat. So I had to trim my nails down.
Good.
I don't know how Cardi B does this shit. Like, I don't know how she has 2 kids.
Well, she
Oh,
has
doesn't take
people
care.
to
She
take care.
doesn't. Yeah, she has people. That's
Yeah,
right.
she has people
I don't
taking-
want to say she doesn't take care of her kids, but she has people to help do all the dirty work. I would have to imagine, right?
Probably. What's the worst gift you had?
The worst gift I've ever got. The worst gift I've ever gotten. I mean, I'm a big like it's the thought that counts person.
Yeah.
So essentially, like you could write me a nice card and tell me how you feel, and I would still be happy with that. I'm not bullshitting. Like I'm not like I really am not. I know that you think you think, oh, she's just, but I'm not. I promise you.
Mm-hmm.
I promise you.
Mm-hmm.
I would be happy with like or something experiential. Like so, okay. Cook dinner, get a nice bottle of wine, maybe like do slow dancing in the living room, something cute. You know what I mean? If you can't like really go anywhere or do anything or take a trip somewhere, what is that face?
And stare at each other's eyes in the bathtub.
Fuck off with that face.
Right. Slow dancing in a burning room.
Well, no, it's
Playing some John Mayer and then
John Mayer shit. Yeah.
and then
No, but I
stare
think
at
it's like
each other's
it's just like it's a cute memory.
Yeah.
That you make.
Yeah.
So like if it's something as simple as that, like I don't need a lot. I don't know. What's the worst gift you've ever been given?
I can't think of any. Oh yeah, I got like a kitchen cloth. Just like cool. Thanks.
Who gave you a kitchen cloth?
Well, okay, well it was like from my mom's side. So it's like it's so funny because my mom's the best, right? My mom's like I feel like everybody says that, but like she's worked always very hard to try to like get me stuff that I wanted, but she could never really compete with my father's income. My father,
okay.
really successful, right? But for me, when it was up to me, she would like, something. It's like, okay, well, that's what you want. And I had never really wanted anything crazy. But my dad is just like getting you like all these nice, cool stuff or whatever. But then that one time I remember I was spending Christmas with her side of family and her parents and her sister. And they're more modest, like regular-ish income. And me, I think I was like probably 18, 20. And this is when like 18, 20, like you want the nice jacket and you want the nice thing and you want all that stuff. So I went and my mom kind of prepped me before getting there to say, hey, listen, like it's going to be a fun Christmas, but because like at the house, me with my dad, it's like we either have like Cristal or we have like sometimes we'll share a bottle of Dom or sometimes we have this champagne that we love. It's like Ruinard. It's like this one champagne that we love. And she's like, I know you're used to like Ruinard with your dad and stuff, like 3-4 bottles. Like here, it's like I brought a bottle for you so you can have it, and it feels like whatever. But like it's gonna be a little bit. And I was like, oh yeah, no, I don't care. Like I actually did not care. I was like, yeah. I was like, and the gifts. Just know that, they're going to get you, you're going to get some stuff, but it might not be, it's not necessarily what you would expect to get. And I was like, okay. But at the end of the day, I never actually
saying that.
No, of course. And I genuinely never cared. I was like, yeah, I don't care. I don't care. I didn't care because first of all, once I would still get my dad's gift. So I was like, whatever, regardless, I'm still getting something. And it was like, yeah. And then I got a kitchen cloth, which I think I still have actually. So now that I'm 30,
It still was a good gift.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, kitchen cloth. Yeah.
If you still have the kitchen cloth and you use it, do you use it?
Yeah. I think I still have it.
You still have it? It's like within reach? Oh my God. Is that the kitchen cloth? No.
No, I think I had to throw it out because I remember it having holes everywhere.
Oh. Yeah. When I was first born, my dad, actually before I was born, my dad got me this teddy bear.
Yeah.
Called Cocoa Bear.
Okay.
It's like a brown teddy bear, and I still have it.
Yeah.
I still have it. It's and I take it. So I've taken it with me. I've moved like a ton of times, like maybe 10 times in my life, and I've taken it with me everywhere. Every city that I've lived in, I have it stored somewhere.
So it's 37.
It only has one eye. Yeah, it only has one eye now. I think the arm is like half ripped off. I don't know how that happened, but yeah.
You cleaned it, I hope, right?
What's that?
Is it clean? Like, have you been cleaning it a little bit?
Nope.
Like, oh man, there's life in there. There's a life forming inside your teddy bear.
Yeah, I'm sure there is.
Yeah, if you get random rashes
My
on your
teddy bear is
body,
going to have a
bear doing that to you.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, sure.
It doesn't smell like anything, for the record.
Yeah.
I've smelled it before.
Yeah. Actually, that reminds me, I've had this one pillow that I've had for like probably since I was 5, and I carried it everywhere.
Yeah.
And when I was having all my like health issues last year and I couldn't figure out, so at some point I was like, maybe I'm getting allergic to something. So we went through, and my girlfriend, was still fairly new, but she was dope. Like she helped me wash the couch or whatever. And then one day we looked at my pillow that I've had since I was 5. But please remind yourself that that pillow wasn't new. What I got when I was 5, I didn't have a new pillow at 5. It was a pillow that I just adopted when I was 5. So I don't know what this pillow was. And
pillow. Oh, so it wasn't new when you got it at 5 years old.
No, it wasn't. Yeah. And she was like, we looked at it after, because she never saw it under the actual covers without like the pillowcase, and she was like, this needs to go. This needs to go. This is, and I was like, you're right. It was falling apart. My maid already tried to like sew it back on, and I think there's like a village of bacteria in there. And as soon as I was like, yeah, you're right.
You washed it?
I couldn't. It was falling apart. It was all open and everything. And that was the one I was sleeping with still. So
my God, that's disgusting, dude.
I had to put 2 pillowcases to make sure it stayed together. It held together.
That's disgusting.
And she didn't tell me to throw it, but she kind of was like, made it understand. It's like, you're breathing this.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, you're right. And then I went straight to the shoot right away. Didn't even think, because otherwise I would not have gonna let it. I was like, yeah, you're right. Boom, threw it. Never looked back.
That might be one of the grossest things I've ever.
It is. I still have a picture of me holding the pillow right before I said goodbye.
Woof.
I have it. Yeah. If this is part of our promo clip,
my bacteria-ridden teddy bear.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I will send. You know what? I will send our social team the picture of me holding the pillow.
Yeah.
And if they ever post a clip about me talking about this pillow, you could see the pre-throwing pillow picture.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh my. Okay, here's another question too when it comes to gift giving for the significant others.
Yeah.
What do you do when you're just first starting to date somebody? Like say you're like a couple of months in.
Wow, that just
you're seeing them on like a regular basis. Like you're not full-fledged with girlfriend.
That's not just started seeing. I thought you said like a month.
Okay, like a month. Fine. Okay. A month.
Yeah, you get a little gift.
Mm-hmm.
A little something.
What if you've only seen each other for like a couple of dates here and there? I think people give way too much weight at just being a nice human to somebody else. It's just like, so you get this person a little gift. Who cares? It doesn't mean like if this person like, oh my God, he got me a gift for Christmas. We're so official. Oh my God, what does this mean? Like, is he gonna ask me to? No, he's not gonna ask you to marry. By the way, stop flattering yourself.
Yeah, it's a nice human. You're hanging out with this person, probably being intimate. It's Christmas. Give her a little something. Don't go and like spend like 10 grand, but like. You can grab
somebody who has a good heart.
Yeah, a t-shirt or something, a little wink, a little bottle of rosé or something. Just do a little something.
Yeah.
No, don't you agree?
Slow dancing in your living room. That's
no. This is when you're. Listen, shit. You have a gold of a man because some of the things you make him do. I don't know how. I'm still.
We haven't done that. He's tried to dance before, but I'm terrible at it. So
yeah, I feel like that's about to happen at some point. But I'm still traumatized. Sometimes I'll randomly think about you two staring at each other in the bath, and just I'm traumatized still. It's like this is your way of being sexual with him. It was just like licking each other's eyes, and I'm just like. I'll get anxious.
What's wrong with that? That's called intimacy. There's nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with that.
There's so much wrong with that. There's so much wrong with that. But hey, you know what? You got a man that can do this with you. Cherish it.
Yeah.
Cherish it.
Because we're both on the same page.
Yeah. Because I'd be in this tub, like probably indulging it for about a minute. And then I probably, as much as I care, I'd be like, all right, cool. Can I like
have a staring contest? That's not what I'm saying. It's not a staring contest. It's just eye contact. Eye contact. Prolonged eye contact. There's nothing wrong with that.
You're just making
Sharing
it worse.
your feelings and prolonged eye contact. That's called intimacy.
Mm-hmm.
Something that clearly you're not versed in.
Listen, I'm versed in other type of intimacy. I will give it to you that I am still not the most affectionate person.
Yep.
And man, it's hard.
How is that hard?
No, I never grew up with this shit.
Okay, I get it. If you never grew up with it, then I understand that.
That is not an excuse. I know I'm my own man. I'm 32.
It is an excuse. It is.
Never, ever grew up with affection. I don't know what it's like. It's weird for me.
I understand that. I understand that because a lot of times, like if you don't see your parents, because your parents weren't even like really together, you know, when you were growing up, like together.
Yeah.
So like you didn't get to see what a functioning, like intimate relationship looked like.
But even when they were, listen.
Yeah.
When I still remember I had this talk with my dad when I was like 20 or something. And I was talking and we're talking about this because I think at the time I had a little bit of an issue with that too. And I was like, yeah, but we're talking about like saying like, I love you, or just being like a bit more affectionate.
Mm-hmm.
Him. And he was just like, nah, he's like, I don't, that's not his thing. And I was like, yeah, but then if you never give affection, they never know if you like them. Right. And he's like, yeah, but like you can give affection in another way. And I was like, how? He's like, just like, I swear to God, he said that. He's like, just like, the way you look at them.
See?
But yeah, but like, I want to say that 95% of the population will not register at the way you look at them. Like on the couch, just staring at them a little bit, looking at them, giving them a smile. That's not affection.
But what's the deal with the physical affection? Like what's the problem? Like with
me? I don't know. He's just not the type to give that. So I never received it.
Your dad.
Weird. For me, it's weird to give it.
That's like I grew up in a household where we didn't really, like my parents didn't really show each other that much physical affection. Like they would almost like poke fun at each other as a way of letting them know they cared.
Yeah. Like
this weird, second grade kind of, I'm going to make fun of you, but that means I like you. So I never really got a sense of like, yet physical affection, I would think comes naturally to me because I want to like hold on to somebody that I love.
Yeah.
I wouldn't describe myself as touchy feely. Like with my girlfriends, I don't like run up and like give them a huge hug and kiss them on the cheek or anything like that.
Yeah.
Like I'm not like that. But when it comes to a partner, I would say that comes pretty easily to me somehow. I don't really, even though I didn't see it, growing up. But
what about verbal affection?
Verbal affection.
Your parents giving each other a lot of verbal affection?
No.
No? Okay.
No. But, as far as verbal affection, you mean like compliments or like reassurance that you're, I do that a lot. I tell Jared every day how handsome I think he is and how much I love him.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I need to try.
Hear it. Yeah.
I know, but I need to try and work on that, but it just still like, I know, like I'm at the stage in my life where I'm aware that I need to work on it.
Yeah.
Before I wasn't aware. To me, that was just normal to be this way, but it's not easy because then it's just
your girl brought it up. Like, is it like a problem?
It's not a problem because she's super understanding, but I know that I've had issues like I've had like throughout the past relationship.
Yeah.
So I know that it's obviously, I'm sure she would appreciate it more if I was more verbal, if I was more like physical. Huh?
What's holding you back from the verbal part of it?
It's just not natural for me. It's not something that I'm like, I don't want to do. It's just not natural. So then I go into this thing where I'm like, okay, well, I have to say something. Like I have to be verbal about stuff, but then it's no longer natural, right?
What do you,
Now
are
it's
you
like,
afraid? Are you afraid of something happening as a result of it?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know it will be received well. It's just like like even my mom, when I don't see her for a year, we see each other for the first time after a year, we hug, and then the whole time that we're together, we barely, like, I remember like my last time I had to like force myself to take my arm and put it over her while we were walking, in a sense of like we were touching, and she loved it, but to me it was
Doesn't come
fucking
naturally to
weird.
you. Yeah.
It was so weird, and I was like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
Julien, you got to do it. Just do it. It'll
Let me
make
ask
you
you
feel
this:
good.
do you feel good when it's done to you? Like, do you feel good when somebody puts their arm around you?
Yeah, I wouldn't say like it makes me feel good, but it doesn't weird me out.
Yeah.
It doesn't weird me out. And again, like I'm way more physically touched by my partner, my girl, than by anybody else.
Mm-hmm.
And compared to any other guy, I'd say I'm like 10% of what other guy gives. So it's still like, it's not a lot for my partner, but for me, it's already a lot, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. That is something that, I mean, if it's important to her, then you should definitely try to work on it.
Yeah. To me, it's like showing that I show that I care by other stuff.
Like what actions?
And like, yeah, and it comes back to like Christmas and stuff, right? Some people are showing Christmas and they do whole Christmas by like doing I don't know, spending a lot of money on this or whatever. Me, it's more like attention. It's like, I'm listening to what you've been saying, and I'm giving you this gift because this reminds me of that thing you said, and you said you like that, blah, blah, blah. So it's kind of like, with affection, it's the same thing. It's kind of like,
This goes back to love languages. You know that, right?
Yeah,
you,
for
know,
sure.
you know the whole love language thing.
Yeah, the words of affirmation, physical touch, gift giving, that shit. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, that's something that you and your partner have to have a conversation about what's important to you, and make little what do I want to say? I have such mom brain. I'm like at a loss. Make little concessions. As far as, what you're comfortable with. You might not be comfortable doing something, but if it's important to her, then you have to work on it.
What about a Christmas tree? Do you have one?
Oh, don't even get me started with that, please, because I ordered a Christmas tree from Hey Needle. Look it up. Don't ever order anything from them, by the way, because I ordered a Christmas tree from them at the end of November, and it was supposed to be here, and I got a rush delivery, priority delivery, whatever, paid like extra. It was supposed to be here on December 7th. Still no tree. I get an email a couple of days ago saying that the order was out of stock. Oh, so I had to call
weeks later. Yeah.
Yeah. I had to call and ask I got a full refund. Sure. And but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because like, that's a big deal. You're getting a Christmas tree for for your home. It's supposed to set the stage for the holidays and make everybody feel holly jolly. And there's no holly jolly right now in my household.
This must be a girl's thing.
Well, so this is where I'm just going to get a tree that's out of season now because I can get it for less.
Yeah.
And put it in storage and then redo this whole thing again next year. Even the ornaments came late.
Yeah, but just get like a fake tree. Fake Christmas tree, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
An artificial tree.
Is a fake Christmas tree?
Huh?
Hey Needle, is that a fake Christmas tree?
It's just a company that sells decorations, home stuff.
But is it fake?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're not killing a tree just for yeah.
If I had known it was going to be this late, I would have gone off and chopped a tree down myself.
No, get a fake one.
It's bullshit.
It's better to get a fake one instead of killing all these trees for nothing.
All right, environmentalists.
Trees are alive. See, and like I don't care about a Christmas tree.
You don't? Why?
Especially in California.
Isn't it nice and warm to have it? Like adds to the
California, like
your home.
Friends, and we have a Christmas tree. I think it's cool. I'm like, all right. And then if there's kids around, they love it. But
yeah,
in my apartment, like I'm barely even gonna look at the tree.
But see, that's you do it early enough to make it worth it. Like I would never. There are some psychopaths who actually put up trees a day before Christmas and then take them down again.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah. I listen, I agree, right? I think when you come home and you see this Christmas tree and you have your little fire and the presents under, it's kind of it's nice. It's super like it's warm and it's cozy and stuff.
Yeah.
But it also comes back like if you're in a family home, I like it. But if you're alone, living alone in California in your apartment when there's no snow and it's like 70 degrees out, me alone in my apartment, I don't need the Christmas
This is the point of a Christmas tree is because you can take the holiday spirit with you no matter where you live.
Yeah, but I don't.
A Christmas tree encapsulates the holiday spirit. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't care. It's just not important to me. I'd rather be Christmas and on the beach with palm trees and the sea.
Listen, I'm not like one of those, Susie Christmas kind of people. Like I don't need to have a tree, but it'd be nice to have one. And I didn't need the headache of ordering a tree that was out of stock and back ordered and whatever. Like I didn't need that headache. That's why I don't like the holidays.
Yeah, no, for sure. But you still went and got a tree. So, I mean, it's still important enough. I didn't do anything to get a tree. Right. So but then again, if somebody comes, if my girl comes over, it's like, hey, I got a tree. I'll be like, okay, cool. But it's not like I'm not like dying for it. But like if it's there, all right. But to me, I didn't start thinking,
little table topper, like a tabletop tree. Not even that.
The small trees.
Yeah.
No, I have a cactus.
Are we done with this podcast yet?
I have a cactus. She did get me a really cool ornament for my cactus.
Wow.
Well, it was supposed to go on a tree, but because I didn't get a tree, it's at the bottom of my cactus.
I'm sad all over talking to you right now. Just.
Well, it's okay.
I need to go watch a vlog. I need to listen to some Christmas music. I need to.
That's fine. You can just go and like stare at his eyes. You'll feel better.
Yeah.
So basically, but I'm so confused. You basically don't care about Christmas. You don't like it, but then you do like it, and you want the Christmas tree.
I like the joy of it all. Like I don't like the whole like stress of the buying and the gift giving. Like I'm on maternity leave right now. Like I'm not making that much income.
I'm not talking about right now. I'm talking about general.
In general, I think it's all. I think that it's about the spirit of the holidays, meaning like showing people how much you love them. And getting together and drinking too much. Like that's what I think the holidays are all about. I think it's about getting drunk and tearfully telling your family how much you love them or hate them. I don't know. I mean, either way, expressing how you really feel about people. I guess that's kind of like the airing of the grievances, right? That's, have you seen Seinfeld?
No, I never got it.
Oh, and again, I can't think of the holiday that they're talking about, but they made up a holiday, basically.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, we'll see.
Festivus. That's what it is. Festivus. Festivus for the rest of us.
Wait, Jared doesn't listen to the podcast, right?
No.
So what did you get him for Christmas?
Well, he's actually in the condo right now, so I can't tell you that.
Was it expensive?
No, I don't think it was stuff that he needs.
Okay,
and a couple of things that he doesn't know that he needs.
Oh, but you know.
Yeah.
This is like you girls are good at this.
What?
Getting things
out and anticipating their needs. Yeah.
It's like, oh shit, I didn't know I need that. And I would have never bought it myself. But now I have a ton of new things in my apartment that I didn't know I needed.
Right. Exactly. Because we're thoughtful people.
Yeah.
We don't get enough credit.
Yeah. God, I already got one gift, but I can't say what it is.
Why? Because
she listens to our podcast.
Oh, she listens. She listens.
So I can't say what I got.
Okay.
That will be that's one of my like little wink, like got you a cool little funny gift, but I got to get the real stuff this week.
I like that.
Yeah.
I
One
don't
thing
think
I
I
tried
got
to get
any
was
bad
sold out.
gifts this year.
There's one thing I tried to get. It was sold out.
What?
Because I heard through a mutual friend, that she really liked it, and I tried to get it, but it's sold out everywhere, so I can't get it.
Can you say what it is?
Yeah,
No.
I guess so. Yeah, because I can get it anyways. It's like some earrings,
Oh.
like this brand called Love AJ.
Mm-hmm.
She liked this girl's earring,
Yeah.
and I heard about it. Then I looked it up, and sold out everywhere. I looked last week too.
You know,
Like,
not yeah.
sold out.
I think it's also like the whatever's happening with the cargo ships right now. The shipping thing is you can't get anything on time now.
What about trip? Do you feel like trips are a good holiday gift? Like your man saying, "Hey, I'm taking you 2 nights on this little blah blah blah."
Yes, like an Airbnb or like a bed and breakfast or whatever it is, or maybe like a stay in like a cute hotel, boutique hotel, something like that. Yeah, that like something experiential, like take a long weekend or go up to Big Bear, because we have Big Bear in California.
Yeah.
And experience, like a kind of like a colder Christmas.
Yeah.
I think that'd be really cute. We've done that before. We've taken trips to Big Bear, and it's one of my favorite places to go to. And that's something that, you have those memories then forever.
Yeah.
And
like that.
And it's not a tangible gift, no, but it's something that you can, take pictures and remember for the rest of your life. So, yeah.
It reminds me of when I was in high school. I was 16. I had like 2 friends in my class that were all kind of always hanging out. Mm-hmm. And one of him, his name is Jules. And every Christmas,
Jules, as in the e-cigarette.
Oh well, Jules. So Jules.
Oh, okay.
And he always had the worst Christmas gifts, to the point that every time he would tell us after the holidays, both my buddy and I, Francois, and we would be pissing our pants from laughing because of how terrible.
Wait, he would always get the worst Christmas gifts?
He always did. Like his parents always got him the worst fucking thing. Like one time his little brother got him a comic book that this little brother who got it never actually read but wanted to read. So he gave him the comic book and then he took it back to go read it.
So it wasn't even a gift.
It was just for him. Oh. And then his parents, and then again, like Francois also would get some dope gifts, and I would always get some pretty cool stuff. And then one, he was like, "Yo, what'd you get this year?" And he's like, "Swimming fins." We live in a city, in a Lyon city, like in the city in France, and we started laughing because he's like defeated about it. He's like, "Why?" He's like, "Because of my parents are planning to take us on a trip at some point this year."
God.
Like where there's the beach, so they thought I could use.
That's cute if they actually follow through.
Oh, come on!
If they follow through with the trip, then that's a cute idea.
But like that's not you can go to your kid and just give them fins.
Is that the only thing he got, or
fins? From his parents? Oh, and then the gift was like, we're all going on a trip. Great, but then it's just like fins.
Yeah, what more do you want?
$10.
Going on a trip. You're going on an all expenses paid trip to somewhere where you can use your fins.
I know, but like you could also spend $50 and get the sweater that he wants or something that he can wear or something. Like,
oh my God.
I thought that was funny when he get fins.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like whatever. It's the holidays are about who you spend it with, right?
Yeah, and you're not gonna get like how long are you gonna wait before getting your kid a gift? Because technically, until he's like 4, he's not gonna really know what Christmas is. So you can save some money there, right?
Well, I'm not gonna not get him something just because he can't remember it. Like,
yeah,
lock you in the basement until you're 4 years old.
No, but like it's like birthdays, right? You don't need to celebrate it. They don't really know what's happening.
Of course, I'm gonna get him something. I don't think we got him anything. We got him life this year. That's what we did. We gave him life
and the roof and
yeah. But next year, yeah, of course, I'll take him to see Santa, like all that stuff.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna be real cute. Although
I can
parents do some stuff just so they can take pictures of themselves with their kids.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
it's like using your baby as a prop. Like
exactly. A lot
of parents do that.
Cool. Well, you guys have a wonderful Christmas.
Yeah, have a great Christmas. Have a happy New Year. Well, we'll probably see you before the New Year's, right? No?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, probably. No, actually, probably not.
No?
Maybe. I don't know.
No, whatever. Whenever we see you.
Yeah, whenever we see you. But basically, according to Jen, tell your family how much you love them, or how much you hate them.
Yeah.
Get some good gift. No fins.
No fins.
Hug your partner. If your name's Julien, give a little bit of affection.
Make sure your daughter has a bathtub before you give her any bathtub related gifts.
Yes, and that's it.
Yeah.
Good champagne.
Enjoy.